Hello, my name is Declan Carlin, and today we are reviewing The Last Days of American Crime. I found this movie by this Reddit post. New Netflix movie The Last Days of American Crime lands infamous 0% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. And I thought, nothing can truly be that bad, right?
But this was a marriage of spirit, flesh and bone.
I've made a huge mistake.
So, The Last Days of American Crime tells the story of Brick, played by Edgar Ramirez, who is a bank robber that decides to do one last big heist to avenge his brother. The same brother that we see like 1 minute of screen time. And they must achieve this before all crime is banished because of a signal that stops everyone in America from even thinking about doing crime. He's joined by Michael Pitt, who plays Kevin Nash, a son who is tired of being in his dad's criminal shadow, and Shelby Dupree, played by Anna Brewster, a hacker who is Kevin Cash's fiance and Brick's lover. And for all the sex and violence that was thrown at my eyeballs, unfortunately this film was a convoluted, boring 2.5 hours. Also, bold move, releasing a film that has police brutality and a signal that is supposed to control the masses, amidst protests of police brutality and conspiracy theorists burning 5G towers down.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for them.
The action in this film just makes no sense. At one point you have two stationary cars with people shooting at each other, and they're literally next to each other and no one gets hit. The man is literally shooting an AK into the window of a car to two people and no one gets hit in that car. Apparently, to avoid it, all you got to do is lean back a little bit. The acting was all over the shop, with like inconsistent accents, mumbling a lot of the time for the lead character, and some people really hamming it up. I mean, I would have liked it more if everyone just sort of went full ham. I'd say the most watchable person is Michael Pitt, playing Kevin Cash. Like, it's not good acting, but it's fun to watch because he's doing what he wants, essentially.
This is awkward.
You fucking set me up! You tried to fucking kill me!
Also, our two leads have as much chemistry on screen as mixing nitrogen and carbon dioxide. Chemistry joke. Like, for instance, she does the cliched sucking of the ice cube, which is fair play because I'm pretty sure ice trays in bars are filthy. Then she says she wants to cross something off her to-do list. Then bang in the bathroom to the world's worst remix of I Wanna Be Your Dog by the Stooges. Then after the deed is done, old Mr. Broody mumbles, "What did you want to cross off your list?" And she replies with, "To fuck a loser." Which is where my suspension of disbelief snapped in twain, because I'm a loser and nobody wants to fuck me. Another thing that bothered me was how clean this film looked. When you're normally dealing with the underworld of a city, it's normally like grimy and alternative looking. This is just so clean. Like, at times we had Mr. Broody driving his GT to some lovely country slide guitar music, and I felt like I was watching a men's fragrance advert. Not Good by Olivia Megaton. So, speaking of this director, Olivia Megaton, he helmed Taken 3, which now has the infamous jumping off the fence scene. And actually, there's nothing editing-wise that was as bad as that. But there were moments in the action sequences where it felt like the editor had like ADHD, because God forbid we spend more than a second on a shot. Oh, I nearly forgot. Shelto Copley's in this. Don't worry, the filmmakers forgot as well. He plays a cop that's barely in it, and with a paper-thin storyline. Gathering from the little information that's given, I think the point is that he was a cop who had pushed the limit and maybe did some police brutality prior and is now on desk duty, but he sort of wants to get back out there. And this is just going off the newspaper clippings on his wall, which has never been done before. You see, this is normally where the subtext of the film lies, or the themes, which I assume in the comic is about the idea of police brutality and the morals of the police force. Because in this film, apparently the police can get a chip behind their ear, which means that they don't get affected by the noise, which means they can commit crimes. But also, this signal is stopping the police force full stop, because they have to all hand in their guns at one point, or are told to at one point, which means no police force needed. So I don't know why they're getting the pill behind the ear if they're not needed. And at this point, I'm giving this whole thing more thought than the filmmakers ever did. But don't worry about any interesting stuff. There's some more violence down your throat, open wide. I wanted it to at least be so bad it's good, but it's just uninteresting and all over the place. Like the dead, lifeless skin of a reptile floating in the breeze. Except you sat staring at the bleeding thing for 2.5 hours. For me, this has got to be a 1 out of 5.